We all heard that audio is 50% of any videos, and I tend to agree. As a freelance filmmaker who shoots a lot of documentary and travel content, as well as YouTube videos, finding quality music and SFX is essential. I started making videos nearly 10 years ago, and to this day, I still put the same amount of effort and time into finding the perfect track and sound effects for the project that I'm working on. Having great audio to support your visuals is something extremely important. In this video, I want to talk about why I choose Artlist for all my music and SFX, and why I still use it after 3 years. Before I start, don't forget to use the link in the description to get an extra 2 months when you subscribe to Artlist for the yearly plan. This is Flo from After Lens, and let's jump into it. Disclaimer: this is a sponsored video, but if you have been following me for a while, you know that I use Artlist pretty much every week, and I have done so since 2018, long before they started supporting the channel. As always, I wouldn't recommend something that I don't use myself, and I am very selective with the brands that I partner with. I recommend Artlist to my close friends or anyone asking me about where I get my music and sound effects. I honestly don't know how I would have been able to put out the amount of videos that I did without it. Since I started posting regularly here on YouTube, I made more than 140 videos, all with Artlist music. Since my last music licensing video, a few things have changed, and I use Artlist even more than before. This is the reason why I wanted to make this updated video. So what is Artlist? To put it simply, Artlist is a website where you can find music and sound effects for your videos. But the more important question is why I use Artlist. So here are the 4 main reasons. 1. One worldwide, royalty-free license. For me, this is the most important part and the main reason that I got Artlist in the first place. Finding music to use for personal projects is great, but finding music that you can also use for commercials, short films, or documentaries is even better. Licensing specific tracks for commercial projects, for example, can quickly get very expensive depending on the end audience. Not having to worry about the type of license when working on bigger projects is a huge plus and relief. 2. It is membership based. This means that once you sign up for a month or for a year, you have access to everything, and you can even cancel anytime. On top of that, once you download a song or SFX with an active subscription, it's yours to use forever. Which brings me to the 3rd reason: unlimited song downloads and SFX. With Artlist, you can download as many songs or SFX as you like. Sometimes I use 2 or 3 tracks per video, so knowing that I can download as many songs and effects, whether it is for one project or several, is great. 4. There is new quality music and SFX added daily. This means you keep discovering new artists and songs for your current and future projects. The audio quality is great, and the amount of songs and SFX is incredible. Artlist has more than 800,000 digital assets, so chances are you can find exactly what you need. How I use it? It is super easy and simple to find high quality music and SFX that fits your needs. As always, I usually have a mood or theme in mind for the projects that I'm working on. You can of course search by mood, instrument, genre, or video theme. And now there's even a section called For You that suggests tracks based on what you like and your previous downloads. I can then make playlists based on the projects, add songs to them, and also keep some aside when I come across a track that I like that could fit another video. Today I have more than 60 collections and I downloaded hundreds of tracks. The cool thing now is you can actually download the songs directly from the site and you don't need to check out your inbox like before. It takes only seconds. For this video, I want to show you 4 examples of how I use music in my work. Mood. This first video was created when I was in quarantine, stuck in a hotel for 14 days without being able to open the window. I decided to film whatever was happening outside over the course of one day. The mood that I was after was eerie, serious, and sad. The artist, Yehezkel Raz, is probably my favorite on the platform. Variety. This surf documentary is a good example of how you can use several tracks in the same project. I go from ambient to high energy to vintage. This is what I meant when I mentioned earlier using more than one song for a single project. With Artlist, I was able to use 6 just for this one documentary. Landscape. For a video showcasing such a unique place as Antarctica, I wanted to let the landscape speak and have the main track enhance the footage and not take over. Relaxed setting. Of course, I also use Artlist for any talking head video here on YouTube, where I tend to choose ambient, carefree, and jazz tracks. Today's video is going to be about footage licensing and why it is a great way for us filmmakers to make money on the side and to have passive income. What's new? So what's changed over the past couple of years? First of all, SFX. As I've mentioned a few times in this video, alongside the music library, you can now find and download sound effects. A lot of my work consists of creating documentaries and travel videos, and since I'm not really an audio guy, knowing that I can rely on good quality sound effects makes me feel a lot better. For years I used to use the Final Cut library, but of course it has its limits. So why do I use SFX? For me, there are three main reasons. 1. It makes your content more immersive. 2. It gives the audience the best experience possible. 3. It makes shooting easier. The best way to show you what SFX can do is through my Elements of Iceland video. Last year, Artlist reached out to me to do another collab, so I had this idea to create a video in Iceland using only sound effects and music from Artlist and show what you can do rather than just talk about it. Having visited Iceland a few years ago and already made a traditional video, this time I wanted to focus on the elements and the landscapes of Iceland, basically capturing anything that would be enhanced by sound design. That meant concentrating on water, lava, wind, ice, and anything nature related. I wanted to create an immersive experience to transport the viewer. I didn't use any mics, I just had a camera, a few lenses, and that's about it. All the sound you hear in a video is done using SFX. In the end, I had a total of 46 sounds and tracks in my collection to pick from. Let me play you a few seconds of the intro. If you're interested in knowing more about the SFX, feel free to watch my dedicated video linked below, as well as a full sound design breakdown of Elements of Iceland. The second major change is the introduction of the new subscription called a personal plan, which I think would be quite interesting for a lot of you. So for me, I use the unlimited plan, which costs $199 per year and is billed annually, and for that price I have access to the entire music and SFX catalog that I can use for any project I want, commercial, documentary, or personal, which is amazing. Just as an example, a few years ago an agency that I was working with had to pay $2,000 for a single track to be used for a wide audience. When you do clients' work regularly, $199 a year is an extremely good deal. The new personal plan though is tailored to social media creators. You now have two subscription options, the yearly plan for $9.99 per month, which is billed annually for just under $120, and a monthly plan for $14.99 per month, which is great if you don't want to commit to the full year from the get-go. This is perfect for starting YouTubers, social media creators, aspiring content creators on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter. The personal plan still gives you access to the entire music and SFX catalog. As I mentioned before, I wouldn't tell you guys to check something out if I didn't use it myself. I truly think that Artlist is a great value for filmmakers, no matter your type of work and how far you are in your career. And I believe it is even more interesting today with the addition of SFX and more affordable and accessible with a new personal plan. Whether it is for their music or SFX section, there's so much to choose from. The website is super easy to use, and the subscription options combined with the license system makes music licensing a hassle-free experience. If you're serious about music licensing and sound effects, then definitely be sure to check them out as you can try it for free. And when you're ready, don't forget to use the link in the description to get an extra 2 months when you subscribe for the yearly plan. I have also listed my favorite songs to use in the description. That's it for me for today guys, hopefully this was helpful to you. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any more questions. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.